What's up, guys and gals? It is time for the latest chapter review for Kengan Omega. Kengan Omega, chapter 251. Nope, 52. No, close, but 53. Entitled All Connected. And just to piss off a couple of individuals, it is your host with the absolute most. Griever here, as always. Bringing you guys chapter 253. And honestly, I know that some people are excited because I guess partially a very popular theory, or a lot of people have a very similar theory onto what Shen's true goal was, how to split up Oma and Ryuki to make them fight, or make them, they're going to be two halves to the same coin and all this stuff. A lot of people had a version of this theory, a very popular theory. I didn't particularly put my eggs in that basket. You guys can just tell that from previous comment sections on my videos and stuff. I never put my eggs in that basket and stuff like that. But apparently proven wrong. And a lot of people are going to be hype over this chapter. We don't get all the details, but it is some lore, some progression in that regard. I like this chapter for the very beginning. The very beginning of this chapter is the best part of this chapter. And I'll tell you why. There's a couple of reasons. Number one, we just finished, you know, with Shen and everything. It's like, Yan's calling him, blah, blah, blah. He's got to leave and stuff. And it's like, no more Joji and Shen drinking. Well, I guess we'll see them next time or whatever. Boom. Chapter 253 opens with Joji and Shen drinking again. Yeah, the opening fire. Perfect, right? The best bromance in the series right here. It's like, let's go. Alright, so right out of the gate. And then Yamagohan, the GOAT, joins them. It's like the three best characters in this series, all just chilling. Like, let's go to not just a geisha house, not just a bar. Let's go to a cyberpunk samurai meets 2099 Spider-Man. Let's do cyberpunk. And not that really weird game that was really glitchy that released a year ago or whatever, but an actual cyberpunk aesthetic. Let's go that, you know, Deus Ex, Human Revolution. Let's go Spider-Man 2099. Let's go that futuristic shit meets samurai, Meiji era style. It's like, alright, automatically the setting's fire. The characters are fire. Everything is fantastic. Fuck the dialogue and everything else going on. This was just fun. This is just like, alright, we're brainstorming. How do we keep people invested in this chapter? It's like robotic geisha girls who serve alcohol. And no one at that board meeting thought it was a bad idea, right? So it's really, it's awesome. It's so cool. So I definitely really enjoyed this opening bit. I thought it was hilarious. I didn't expect us to see Joji again so soon with Shen and stuff with Jackie. Like, they're just going to be buddy-buddy for this whole thing. And I like the fact that Yamagohan's there and immediately brings up, like, listen, like, sorry to call you out like this. I wish he was calling him Jackie, though. Like, he keeps calling him Mr. Wulong and stuff like that. It's like, no. He's Jackie, because Joji has kept calling him Jackie, and Shen has kept calling Joji Joe. So it's been great. I just wish that Yamagohan would like ease up and call him Jackie again. That's my one little problem with it. But other than that, that's just a nitpick. Either way, so they're chatting about it, and he's like, listen, we really don't know how to. Basically, he straight up says, we don't know who's our best bet to fight you. We have no idea what our plan is here yet to defeat you and stuff like that. Like, I'm just gonna lay it out for you honestly. You've got us by the balls. Could you give us a little more time to try to figure this out so we at least have a chance in hell? And he's like, I'm in no rush. You do whatever you want. He's like, oh, thank you so much. You know, I know we're trying to kill you, but, you know, I'm glad you're giving us the time and the resources, you know, and to put in a true effort. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, okay. So, anyway, so that's all good. And there's one little blip of Yan and stuff like that just asking Fu for ibuprofen. And I'm just like, yes. It's like, oh, this man's gonna be the death of me. I'm like, yes, this is some fourth wall breaking Deadpool Dragon Ball Z abridged shit. I'm like, I love it. I love it. That part of it. So we get the geisha, cyberpunk geisha girls and stuff, and Joji just goes to sleep as Yamago gets right down to it, and he brings up like his investigation. He goes, if you'll indulge me, I've been playing I can't lie to you, Jackie. I'm Batman. You know? So he's basically like, I'm the world's greatest detective because secretly I am Yamagohan, Kengan Association member extraordinaire. But I'm also Batman. So, yeah, it's actually pretty cool. We jump away with Ryuki learning Long Clan techniques, and yes, they're cool, and the whole, like, they're, once again, this scene pisses me off, okay, because we jump away to the two main characters, which, nope. Not only does this scene, it's like, yeah, okay, the Long Clan techniques are going to be kind of cool, and yes, we sort of get the idea, we're just seeing it basically as a summary to say, okay, the Nico style was created from the original Nico style. So 6 and 4's Nico styles are different, you know, obviously. And 4's is clearly the superior one. 4 beat 6, so we know it. But the original Nico style was the prototype that Mukaku made after the Gao style. He incorporated the Long Clan's, not just, it says the Long Clan secret technique, but I'm assuming the Long Clan's martial art alongside their secret technique with another school of teaching, merged them together, you know, and created the Gao style as a result. It's so funny if you remember chapters ago when they talked about this and basically said, the Gao style is a lie? It's like, no, it's not really. It's like, this has happened throughout history. Every martial art improves as you go through history. It incorporates what it's all. Swordsmanship does it, martial arts do it, everything does it. Technology, skills, trades, you know what I mean? Everything does this, you know? Everything improves. Some things get worse, some things get better, but everything starts to incorporate other things. Look no further than the trades, you know? Engineers, which, well, once again, we'll talk about that, but, like, engineers need to have some incorporated knowledge from plumbing, electrical, mechanical, and stuff to do their job. Electricians need understanding of mechanical and engineering and stuff to do our jobs, etc., etc. It's just a cycle, right? So incorporation is absolutely fine here in martial arts. So that whole, like, the Gao style's a lie, it's a falsehood, it's not real, it's like, I mean, no, that's kind of just making drama for the sake of drama. But anyway, so we do get that little chart just to summarize it and make it clear as day for everyone. One thing is that Koga basically says, well, oh, it's a shitty waste of beer and stuff, this Long Clan technique where he's cutting right through a bottle by shattering it, but he doesn't shatter the glass, like liquid and all seems to just stay there perfectly after a hole is made and stuff like that. It's like, okay, fine dandy. I'm okay with him learning the technique and stuff and cutting to that, but once again he goes, ah, what a waste of beer. And I'm sitting there like, why? Why'd you buy the most expensive beverage bottles on the market? Once again, I'm not in Japan, but I'm going to assume that Pepsi, water, juice, anything else in a bottle would work and is likely cheaper than alcohol. Why are they deliberately wasting all this good beer at a premium price? Joji's going to come home and slap the shit out of both of them. And it will be deserved. I'm just saying. Okay? So we jump away to the main characters. But then we get back to the interesting stuff. And we see that, as I said, Joji has fallen asleep. And Batman has decided to bring up the whole idea of the, like, he tested the DNA of Oma and Ryuki and stuff. It's like, they weren't perfect. They're not actually a perfect DNA match. But the margin of error is so small that, yeah, we can believe they're clones and stuff like that. So he says, I should have noticed this sooner. I've seen, you know of somebody who can fight you, but they're not in a position to fight you. Now, granted, Yamagohan does take a leap of faith here, you know, Assassin's Creed style. He jumps off the the building into the barrel of hay, because realistically, as I brought up when that chapter dropped, a lot of things could interpret this way. It's someone I can't fight as things stand now. That person could be in a coma. That person could be in hospital. That person couldn't be ready to fight him yet. Could be against fighting him for moral reasons. There's a number of reasons where this statement could lead to a character not ready to fight Shen. However, he takes the leap of faith, and it's, you know, the double iris. We finally get the double iris, or is it the iris or the pupil? The double pupil. Yeah, it's not the iris. The iris is the outer. Anyways, the double pupil, we get it explained, and it's like there is someone else inside of you. There's more than one connected. That I don't think that's exactly. I'm still on that whole how he talked to Mukaku thing. So Oma isn't him. Now a lot of people, I've already seen this because I did see a couple of top comments already. I haven't read much, but a lot of people are saying the one who fought Mukaku is not Jackie. We're going to probably differentiate, at least I am, between Jackie and the Connector, or Shen Wulong. I'm going to start, that's how I'm going to differentiate them. I'm going to call the one we love and know who doesn't want to hurt anybody. He just wants to be friends with Jackie, or friends with Joji, go drinking, right? That's Jackie. Shen is the other personality. And once again, it's not bipolarism. It's not a personality disorder. It's not like that movie Identity, where he had 13, one was a serial killer, 13 people inside of him or whatever. It's not that. It's literally another person. Like there's two people inside of him sort of idea, right? It's taken far more magical, literal style, okay? So I'm thinking more of a we are Venom, you know? So I'm thinking Eddie Brock style here. There's Eddie Brock and then there's Venom. Sometimes they can cooperate and be almost in sync in one person, but there's still Venom, the symbiote, and then there's Eddie Brock by himself. They merge together, work together in a great way, but still, they're separate people. I'm taking it more of the Venom route. It's taken far more literally here. And so Yamagohan immediately like tries to laugh it off sort of idea, and Jackie just basically goes, yeah, you know, you are way, you know, that, goddamn, man, you really are. You're Batman, you know, because you figured that shit out. It's like, yeah, you know, you're right. You're absolutely right. There is someone else inside of me and stuff, and he's thinking that's why he needs two clones and stuff. But once again, I go back to the Gamukaku stuff, and I'm thinking, why isn't he interested in Oma at all? It seems he's not interested in Oma. He had multiple opportunities with Oma, never really cared. He goes, Oma is not him. That being said, is Oma Jackie? And the one who fought Mukaku, who seemed a little bit more sadistic and stuff. Once again, we might not have ever seen this other side. People are saying it like, oh, the one who fought Mukaku is the other personality. Once again, it's not a personality. It's a totally different person inside of him. I don't really think they flipped the switch like that so closely, because he didn't really do or say anything. To Jackie's own admission, a chapter or two ago, he admitted to Ryuki and said, listen, I've never actually killed anybody who wasn't gunning for me first. It was a preemptive motion. I fought him. I gave him a fair opportunity to kill me. And in the end, I won and I killed him. He was going for the kill. He answered his questions. The art style beside, which makes him look a little more like, haha, I'm so Aizen level superior. You know, I'm Frieza, you monkeys. You know, sort of idea. Sure, the shading and the art can make it look like he's this, ha ha ha, I'm so evil stuff. But he's not really. If you actually look at the dialogue, and if you were to add a different panel there, did he say or do anything that's really sadistic or evil or outside of the field of his character? So I'm buying that we haven't actually seen the someone else yet. I'm actually going to go off the popular vote and go with that so far. Because he says we have someone else inside of us, and he talks in a we, in a very, that's why I'm going with the Eddie Brock Venom thing. He's talking we, because at the end he says we want to be two people again. We want to be two again. That's why we need Oma and Ryuki. So he wants to split himself between Oma and Ryuki, but both personalities are once again like Venom. They're in harmony right now. They want to be separated. They want to be two connectors again, but they don't. But one isn't trying to overtake the other. It's not one of those things. Right now, the two personalities are in harmony, but they're tired of sharing one body with two souls, sort of idea, right? So the idea is put one in Oma, put the other in Ryuki. What magical Kengan voodoo is going to happen for that? I don't know. This is beyond Hoiseng and stuff like that. Especially since Ryuki and Oma are fully functioning adults at this point. It's probably unlikely that you could just Hoiseng. That's something you almost have to do from birth. So they don't have their own life or personality, right? They are that person from birth, right? And they live that person's life, pretty much. That being said, it would be very interesting. So, as I said, they're not ready because Oma and Ryuki aren't ready. Oma and Ryuki aren't on the same level. So, what he needs to do is for Oma and Ryuki to become basically relative in the realm of Shen's power, and then he'll split, and they need to be fairly equal. Then Shen can put one in, you know, Jackie in one body, Shen in the other, and then it can be a fair fight. The two personalities, the two connectors inside Shen's body want to fight each other, but they don't want to handicap, because whoever gets Oma's body is going to beat Ryuki. Doesn't matter, right? So, and now we're leading into more context when we have our fight. You know, it's like, huh, so was he actually talking to Oma, or was he, you know, like, what did he mean? So there's a lot of that kind of idea. So Jackie immediately says, like, as a token of my respect for figuring out, and I like you, man. So it's like, yeah, you'll be the second person to hear it from me. I saw a lot of people actually in the top comments saying the second person was Yan. Yan knows about this. And everyone's going, the second personality is the one that would destroy the world and all this stuff. And I'm like, I don't believe that. I'm going the Harmony route here. And I think the second person was obviously Yamagohan, but the first person was Gao Mukaku. We saw it. He told Gao Mukaku in not so many words, but he basically said, yeah, I confirmed it for Mukaku before he died, and now I'm also telling you. You're only the second person to get it, and I've straight up admitted, yeah, that's the deal. So, once again, Shen he does have an end goal, and he thinks the only way to find a rival of equal strength is to do this. And once again, with the two souls inside him, he definitely wants another body. So, is this a selfish desire? 100%. Is it evil? It's in the gray. It's certainly not good, but is it in the gray? I mean, you know, we're going to have to see exactly what this entails for Oma and Ryuki, right? Before we judge it. You know, before we say, okay, so what Shen wants to do is effectively lobotomize Ryuki and Oma and use their bodies for his own two souls. If that's the case, yeah, that's an evil action. But we don't know that that's the case yet. We don't actually know how he intends to do this, what actually will effectively happen to Oma and Ryuki if he does this. You know, we have no idea. So, or is it sort of an awakening? A lot of people have brought up from the first Kengan series with Oma constantly going into his inner world and talking to the Advance, making deals. The shifts, because it's not something he remembered, it's something that he just naturally did to shift his body to maximize the effect in the Nico style. A lot of people bringing that up, that these souls are almost incorporated into the clone of his DNA. So we don't actually know the deal yet. But once again, I thought the chapter was pretty good. The top comments, as I said, I read it only about 5 or 6, just the top ones after, you know, once the chapter was done today. And I saw a lot of people like immediately saying, chapter's dragging, chapter's lame, chapter's this. I liked it. We had cyberpunk geisha girls and the 3 best characters in the series chatting over beers. And the plot advanced. You know, like, I really don't see an issue with this chapter. I liked it. You know, so, anyway, I mean, yeah, sure, do we deserve a fight pretty soon? Yeah, I'd like to see a fight to break it up. Like, Okubo versus Seki sort of broke up the long-winded dialogue chapters. I think we need another one of that. I think, you know, in the next couple of chapters, they should just go to a Kengan match, Waka versus Hatsumi, like a major match, something really cool. 2 veterans fighting again or something. Maybe Adam versus Cosmo in a match, or Sao Pang or something like that. Like, let's break it up a little bit. Let's see Gao Lang fight, anything like that. Let's have a heavy hitter in there. Let's break it up with, you know, a half a dozen chapter fight between a veteran and a newbie, or 2 veterans or something. Something action-packed. Then we can get back to the rest of it, because you could still have these type of chapters with dialogue confirmation while Jackie and Joji and everybody's enjoying a Kengan match, right? You could do it. So anyways, other than not having action really for a little bit, which once again, we just left the Setsuna, you know, Gilbert, Akoya shit. We just had some action. You know, it hasn't been that long a stretch without action, so... Anyways, that's it for me, guys. Sorry for the long-winded one, but I really did want to talk about this. I'm sure everyone else is going to have their own theory. Once again, I don't believe that we've seen the evil side. I don't believe that, like, it's flip a switch and one's the sadistic Shishio Frieza level character and the other one's the calm, collected, fun-loving Jackie that we know and love. I don't think it works like that. It's not split personality or anything, guys. It's 2 of the same inside one body almost. You know what I mean? But they're harmonized. They're venom more than here's the nice one, here's the crazy one. You know, it's not really. At least so far, we don't know which one is correct, but I'm betting on the latter, not the former. That's all. But what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you guys back here next time for the next chapter of Kengan Omega. Looking forward to it. Hope you guys are too. See ya.